Have you ever opened your banking app and just stared at the balance? Maybe you felt a sense of pride seeing those numbers grow month after month. You have been saving every penny like a pro. You think you are building a massive safety net for your future. But what if I told you that high number is actually a warning sign? What if that pile of cash is a trap that is quietly destroying your wealth while you sleep? It sounds totally crazy to say you have too much money in the bank. We have been taught since childhood that cash is king. We are told that a big savings account is the ultimate sign of financial success. But there is a secret your bank really does not want you to know. Every single day that money sits there, it is actually shrinking. Welcome to the channel. I am Siraz Patwari. If you want to finally understand how money really works, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We are diving deep into why your saving strategy might be completely backwards. Before we talk about the exact dollar amount you need to move, let's look at the real enemy. While you are resting, inflation is working a double shift. It is systematically eating away at the power of every dollar you earned. Think of it like a tiny, invisible leak in your financial bucket. You can't see the water dripping out, but the level is going down every minute. The Federal Reserve usually wants about 2% inflation every year. That might sound small and harmless at first, but let's look at what that actually does to your hard-earned $10,000. If your bank gives you a tiny bit of interest, say 0.5%, you are still in trouble. You are effectively losing 1.5% of your buying power every single year. After just 12 months, your $10,000 only buys what $9,800 used to buy. It gets even worse when you look at the real world. Think about a Chipotle burrito from just a few years ago. It used to be $8, but now it is closer to $12. Look at the price of a new car. The average price jumped from $38,000 to nearly $48,000 very quickly. When you look at rent, groceries, and healthcare, your money is losing the race. Keeping too much cash isn't being safe. It is actually financial suicide in slow motion. So you are probably wondering what the magic number is. How much is too much to keep in a standard account? The answer is actually very simple. You need to know the difference between money you need and money you are hoarding because of fear. Financial experts generally agree on a specific range. You should keep between 3 to 6 months of your actual living expenses in a bank. Notice I said living expenses and not your total income. If your bills and groceries cost you $4,000 a month, your target is $12,000 to $24,000. That is your full emergency fund. Anything above that amount is just excess cash. That extra money should be out in the world working much harder for you. This is where most people get it wrong. They get scared and think they need a year or two of cash just in case the whole world ends. But that isn't being careful. It is just financial anxiety wearing a mask of responsibility. Let's talk about why holding on to that extra cash is hurting you so badly. We already mentioned inflation, but the opportunity cost is the real killer. Every dollar sitting in a low-interest account is a missed chance. Imagine you have $50,000 in the bank, but you only need $20,000 for emergencies. That extra $30,000 could be growing in a diversified portfolio. Historically, that money could grow to over $60,000 in 10 years. But if you leave it in the bank, it might only be $31,000 after a decade. You literally cost yourself $30,000 because you wanted to play it safe. I know what you are thinking right now. What if the market crashes? What if I lose everything? Financial fear is almost always based on scary stories that rarely happen. And when the market does dip, it is usually just a temporary thing. Meanwhile, the loss from inflation is a 100% guarantee every single day. Look at history. We had the dot-com bubble and the 2008 crisis. We had the global panic of 2020. Yet, the investors who stayed the course were rewarded. For example, in late 2024, the S&P 500 saw gains of over 15% in just a short window. The market has a massive ability to deliver returns if you are patient. Now, too much cash isn't the same for everyone. A 25-year-old with no kids might be fine with 3 months of expenses. But a 50-year-old with a mortgage and a big family might need the full 6 months. You have to be honest about your real needs versus your imaginary nightmares. There is also a huge psychological part to this hoarding. People keep too much cash because it makes them feel like they are in control. You can see the balance, and it doesn't move around like a stock price. But that feeling of comfort comes with a massive price tag. While you feel safe today, you are becoming less secure for tomorrow. Real security comes from growing your wealth faster than the cost of living. It comes from having multiple streams of income, not just a pile of cash that is losing value. Here is another thing to consider. Banks absolutely love it when you keep a huge balance. They take your money and lend it to other people at much higher rates. They are using your hard work to make massive profits for themselves. You are giving them cheap capital while you get almost nothing. The banking industry has done a great job of brainwashing us. They want us to believe cash is safety and investing is a huge risk. But they ignore the risk of doing nothing. Keeping too much money in the bank is actually one of the riskiest moves you can make. So what should you actually do with that extra cash? It depends on your goals, but you have great options. You could start by putting that excess into low-cost index funds. This isn't some complex Wall Street gambling scheme. It is just buying a tiny piece of thousands of successful companies. You are letting the global economy work for you. If the stock market feels scary, start very small. Take just half of your excess cash and invest it. Keep the other half in the bank if it helps you sleep better at night. As you see your wealth grow, you will get more comfortable. Real estate is another powerful option to think about. It requires more money, but it is a great shield against inflation. Property values and rents usually go up right along with everything else. You could also invest that money back into yourself. Buy a course, learn a new skill, or start a side business. The return on learning a new high-value skill can be much higher than any stock. That $20,000 sitting uselessly could fund a business that pays you for life. Too many people get stuck just thinking about it. They spend years researching the perfect plan while inflation eats their lunch. The perfect investment strategy does not exist. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin. Just start moving money away from things that lose value. When you actually start doing this, you might feel a bit nervous. That is totally normal. You are breaking a lifetime of bad habits. This discomfort is actually a sign of growth. Within the first year, your whole mindset will change. You will stop focusing on just saving and start focusing on building. You will start making decisions based on math instead of your emotions. This shift is more valuable than the money itself. It changes how you see the world. Think about this. Most people who are terrified of not having enough cash have never actually needed a huge amount at once. Real emergencies are usually smaller than we imagine. A car repair or a medical bill is usually a few $1,000s. Even losing a job comes with a buffer like severance or unemployment. The chance of needing $50,000 in cash instantly is almost zero. Even if it did happen, you have other options. You could sell some investments or use a line of credit. Keeping every single dollar in a savings account just in case is not the only way to be safe. Some people say they need a lot of cash because they want to buy a house soon. That makes total sense if you are buying in the next year or two. But if you are thinking about a house someday in the vague future, you are just making excuses. For planned purchases, use a high-yield savings account. Don't put money in the stock market if you need it in less than 2 years. But don't let it sit there for 5 or 10 years either. Wealthy people view cash very differently than everyone else. To them, cash is a tool, not the end goal. They keep enough for immediate needs, but they don't hoard it. They know that cash flow is the secret to freedom. They would much rather have assets that pay them every month. There is a strange thing that happens when you keep less cash. You actually become more motivated to earn more. When you don't have a giant pile of lazy cash, you push harder for that promotion or side hustle. Too much cash can make you feel too comfortable and less driven. There is also something called Parkinson's law. It says that your expenses will always expand to fill your available money. The more cash you have sitting in your account, the more likely you are to spend it on junk. When you keep your cash lean and purposeful, you become a better spender. But please, don't go and empty your bank account tomorrow. That would be reckless. Instead, make a systematic plan. Calculate your true monthly expenses first. Include your rent, food, insurance, and all the essentials. Multiply that by 6 to find your maximum target. Everything above that is your excess cash. Don't move it all at once. Transfer about 25% of it every month. This helps you get used to the process slowly. You might feel a little bit of cash withdrawal syndrome. You will see your balance getting smaller and feel a tiny bit of panic. This will go away as you watch your net worth actually grow for the first time. Think of it like taking off the training wheels. It is scary for a second, but then you realize you can fly. As your money goes into real assets, you will start seeing new opportunities. You will stop asking how much you can save and start asking how much wealth you can create. Most people find their sweet spot is between $15,000 and $45,000. It depends on your life. The key is to tie that number to your actual bills, not just a random feeling. Some of the richest people keep very little cash in their actual bank accounts. They know cash is like ice cream on a hot summer day. If you just hold it, it melts away. Keep enough to handle life, and let the rest build your future. Stop letting the bank get rich off your fear. It is time to start building the wealth you actually deserve. Your future self is going to thank you for this.